Morning. I'm going to make chickpea rolls. I came across this recipe last night on the forum that I'm on. It looks really simple and it's gluten-free, so I'm really happy about that. I must admit, I made some bread the other day with various ingredients that weren't gluten-y, but actually slicing it and making myself a sandwich and eating the sandwich didn't do it for me. So I'm not sure whether actually making rolls and then making myself something to eat, for my supper with a roll is going to do it for me. It just doesn't feel right now to be, biting into bready type stuff. So we'll see, but Mark will eat them anyway. So chickpea rolls, so there are no gluten in them, and I'm now going to show you the ingredients. Oh God. So the video, what did I get? I said I was going to show you the ingredients, so I'm going to start again with the ingredients because you've probably got me saying what I'm doing. Start again, Kathy. So I have got soaked overnight chickpeas, cornflour, which is in replacement of psyllium husk powder, which I didn't have, but there's lots of alternatives on Google. You can use flaxseed, ground flaxseed, you can use chia seeds, you can use this is sort of arrowroot, I suppose, ish, potato starch, and all of it is instead of the gluten which you would find in normal baking. So that's that. This is in lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. Well, I've got cider vinegar, it's not apple cider vinegar, so we're going for lemon juice, olive oil, water, my spice mix, which is cardamom, paprika and some salt, baking powder or soda, it says. Well, that's a teaspoon, and I'm hopeful that's a teaspoon, although I've got more of that in here if I need it. And then this is black and a few white sesame seeds to roll the roll in before you bake it. So all of that, apart from the sesame seeds, goes into the food processor. So I'm going to pause this whilst I process because you don't want to hear that, and then it has to sit for 10 minutes to rest before forming it into rolls. It looks worryingly wet. It's got to rest for 10 minutes now. And hopefully it will be malleable. So it says leave for 10 minutes to, hold on a minute, it says pulse until it forms a dough. Well, it hasn't formed a dough, and I've left it for 10 minutes and it's still very wet. I'm adding a tablespoon of rice flour. And see how we do with that. 3 tablespoons of rice flour later. That still doesn't look like a dough to me. I'm going to have to use the rice flour on my hands to be able to make rolls out of this. It says it makes 5 rolls. They're not going to be very big rolls, but whatever. Got to go now. Got to carry on. Here because I need to roll them in these seeds. Oh, this is going to be fun. What can you see? Well, you can see. Okay. Here we go. It's dead. Mm. Oh, you're in my way, hold on. No, not convinced by this at all. What have I got in here? Okay. So I've preheated the oven. It's on 180 centigrade. I think that's 350 Fahrenheit. And I think they take, I think she said in her oven it was about 45 minutes. I don't know how these are going to go. Those oat cakes or oat muffins or cookies I made the other day, Mark ate them. I didn't. I had one, and I just felt bloated with the oats, sadly. I was going to make some more today because for him they're healthy and he doesn't feel bloated. And oats are good, bananas are good, but I don't know how much peanut butter I've got. Used quite a bit of that peanut butter, so we can only get that in the Leclerc in Chamonix, and I have to go in and get it. So when I do my online shop, I can't order it in my online shop. So Mrs. Broody is not broken yet. I couldn't believe it yesterday. Not enough. Went down and there she was, back in her place in the shed, in the coop. So she got moved, and we've moved the cage down now to down the bottom, so we haven't got all the poo at the back, and cleaned that patio off quickly in the rain. I'm quite pleased about that. I can hear Mark coming down now. He's going to think I'm talking to him. Good morning. If you hear me talking,
you're talking.
I'm not talking to you.
No.
That's going to be a big one. So I think the person that shared this recipe called them amazing chickpea rolls. I think I'm going to call them amazing chickpea and rice rolls. Or chickpea and rice rolls, depending on how well they come out. Oh, sorry, you can't see them. You can see what I've been doing, but not how they look on the... I'll move it. I'll move you. There, a bit of a mess. Not very equal. Now I'm going to put them in the oven. I'll set the timer for 42 minutes, and we'll see how it works out. Meanwhile, go and see how my husband is. So I've taken these out after 30 minutes because they haven't become rolls. They're more like biscuit, sort of quite a thick biscuit. I'm sure they'll be quite tasty, and it's an experiment. And if I buy some psyllium husk next time I'm thinking about it, and then use the recipe. It just seemed too wet, and that might be because I had to use an alternative. So we'll see, but I can still eat these because they're gluten-free, so I could have one of those with... I've got avocados actually in the... I could have an avocado and one of these for my supper. But I felt that they were ready. Voila. It's always good to experiment.